Yo, what's up? It's Gadget. A lot of new stuff just dropped on Twitter, but it's not really new information about characters. In fact, the tweets themselves are pretty basic tutorials, just going over basic Fire Emblem gameplay stuff. But the actual screenshots and videos in the tweets reveal a lot of new stuff that we can actually glean a lot from. So let's go through it real quick. If you're curious about what the tutorial text on the tweet reads, I'll just flash them all on screen real quick. 1, 2, 3, and that should be good, right? You can check that out if you really want some more, but we're just gonna go over the characters which we see, which are actually new characters we haven't seen before. So the first character is this pink-haired sword fighter. I couldn't spot her in the first or second trailer or any of the combat videos shown on Twitter. My guess is that she might be on Theodora's route, simply based off of the connection of the background of one of the maps that she's on to a map which Theodora plays on in the first trailer. The next character is this bow user who actually gets a lot of direct information from the next tweet that we can use to glean a lot about his character. So I'm going to go into some of the information revealed in that right now, and then a little bit later when we get to the clip. But the basic go over of him is that his name is Nuzzo. He is a rogue, and that he is probably from a local forest tribe, or if there is a forest tribe or multiple, not sure. We'll find that out in the game. The last character is another one that I have no information on. She looks kind of like this character from the second trailer on first glance, but when I really looked at her, she's definitely a different character, though they might be related. We'll have to see. So yeah, the video that they shared is just going over the counterattack mechanic, but it has a lot of information about this new guy, Nuzzo. Let's check it out. So as I mentioned earlier, Nuzzo is a rogue. Well, first of all, his name, Nuzzo, is an Italian name, which could connect to some of the overall just Mediterranean stuff going on in this game. Yeah, his class is a rogue, which is a class which is only in Sacred Stones and Radiant Dawn. But yeah, he can use swords and bows. The sword he uses a killer sword, which actually has a special combat art attached to it, just called like Crit Blade or, you know, Certain Death Sword, the literal translation, because Hisatsu just means crit in Japanese. So it's pretty much Crit Blade. I'm not sure what they would translate it to though. I mentioned earlier that I think that Nuzzo is from a local forest tribe, and the reason for that being a combination of his personal skill, Tribe's Hidden Technique, and the description of the weapon he uses, the Monster Hunting Bow. The bow says in its description that it is a weapon that is liked by forest tribes, Mori no Buzoku, and his personal skill, Buzoku no Higi, Tribe's Hidden Technique, would connect to that pretty well. Furthermore, it only activates when he uses this weapon and not when he uses the killer sword. His other skill, called Mystery or Heal, is a new skill that there is a skill in Fire Emblem Heroes with Heal as part of the name. That one's called Potent Finish, though the name is, as I said, slightly different. I'll flash the wiki page for it real quick just so you can see what it does. But what I think that Heal does in this game, it probably activates while he's in a forest, which might also connect with his, forest tribe affiliation, which I'm guessing that he has. The word Heal is just like hidden and like inside, which would make sense to activate while you're inside of a forest and hidden from the outside world. Though my analysis is starting to degrade slightly as I talk more about skills that I have no idea the actual function of. But whatever, what's a little bit more speculation, right? Last thing I have to say is I think that the weapon rank, or I'm not sure what to call it, like skill rank, in this game just raises very quickly. After he kills the enemy, you can see that the bar for filling up the E rank foot soldier skill is going up like really fast. It looks like it's gonna fill up in like 4 or 5 battles. I've been playing Golden Deer Maddening right now, and I gotta say the skills do not go up very fast in that game. And at the point I'm at in the game right now, I can't exactly just throw away an auxiliary battle. I have to do some paralogs, you know? But yeah, there's actually way more, especially in that combat clip, to go over than I thought. We go over Nuzzo's potential origin and these two characters that I have never seen before. I love the designs, loving how this game is looking. and I'm hoping that we get some more information soon. I'm honestly sort of, biting at the heels for some new lore information, or like a lore post by itself. So I hope they'll do a little bit of that before they get back to going over some new characters. Maybe some characters that you can get on any route, or like independently affiliated characters would be really cool to get some information on. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Appreciate you watching. Have a good one.